because they made so many promises to the people. They relied on pure propaganda to be able to win the confidence of the people. And now they found themselves there, they cannot deliver. That's why there's a bit of quarreling within themselves. And as usual, they would not want to blame themselves. They will look outside for a problem. I want to advise them to look inside and see the problem that they have and solve those problems. ODM as a party is not interested in meddling with whether Isaac Ruto and William Ruto agree in how they talk. It's not in our interest. We have a bigger mandate as a party to be able to police the government. And whenever the government has gone maybe sluggishly on some issue, ODM and for that matter CORD has come out very strongly. Recent issue of insecurity, especially touching on Marsabit and other areas of the Republic, you've seen. We've come out strongly, and we are also advising government that some things cannot happen. An imagination of dissolution of a county government on the mere issues of lack of insecurity does not amount to an activity that we expect the national government to do. So I want to say that Rift Valley is changing, the ground is shifting, and definitely the party to feel the heat is URP, because that is the most popular party currently within that region.
Well, the concern is, especially looking at the honourable member, saying that there are some people who imagine we can go back where we came from, basically insinuating that ODM must be having a hand in all the problems that we are experiencing at the moment.
What I can say, Mwakazi, is I've just said they should look inside and try to solve their problem. That's number one. Number two, as a party, we are rebranding, we are rebuilding. If we are going to win more confidence, including the confidence of their supporters, then I do not think any member of parliament has any sole rights to be able to make a decision as to where the members of those communities will decide to go. They can only plead with them. They can only plead with them. But what we are saying is, as ODM, we are putting our house in order. We are telling people, look, we can be an alternative in terms of addressing the issues that are coming up. And basically, URP takes the hit. I challenge them to provide proof that ODM is meddling into some of these things. And, abusing the intelligence of governors or elected members, that they can actually be used by a party they do not even subscribe to, to me, is really below par. I do not wish to think.
All right. What do you think about claims that the governor of Nairobi and his frequent forays into Luo Nyanza and doing some harambis there, that is he trying to mess up the party leader, as it is claimed by some members of parliament?
The party leader is a national leader. His responsibility cross-cuts the Republic of Kenya. The governor basically goes to Nyanza because that is his home region. And there's nothing wrong with that. In Mutegi, even you go, occasionally you go to your places and contribute in a church arambe. It should not be viewed that now you are trying to make a few things here and there. But because he is a politician, then definitely issues are going to emerge, as in what is he trying to do, why is he doing that. But all I can say is that the governor, Kidero, is doing his bit. He's taking back something to his community. He's also doing a lot of things in Nairobi, and he's also doing a lot of things within the party itself. So I don't think this perceived difference between our party leader and him exists. It doesn't exist. It's merely propaganda for those people who would wish to see that difference exist. But I want to challenge them to know the fact that our people know what they are supposed to do, and they will always not hesitate. We will also go whichever the sides of the country to be able to contribute to any activity that we feel can endear our party to the people.
Of course, in relation to that, the much talked scuffle between the governor and the women representative, there has been talk that it's all in a way to deal with the governor.
I don't understand that, because I think when the governor and the Shebesh did what they did, it had nothing to do with the ODM as a party. And when both of them went to report the case in the police station, none of them said we were sent by ODM. And when the DPP found it fit to prosecute them, the DPP never blamed ODM. And when they were even given an opportunity to go and sort out their mess, ODM has not been called as one of the arbitrators, so that we can say now we have been unable to negotiate on behalf of them. So I really think it is trying to look to shift the blame elsewhere and remove the focus from the real issue. I would advise them they are all our leaders. I would advise them to, take the cue from the court and agree, because both of them are on the wrong anyway. Shebesh didn't do right to take a gang to governor's office, and probably the governor did not do right either to react in the way he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think to me the court were very fair and told them, please agree, because both of you are leaders, and maybe both of you are on the wrong, and this shouldn't have happened. But if they have failed to agree now, ODM should not be blamed for that.
Can I go back to the question which Marcus raised in the first place, about the popularity of ODM and maybe court? Do you think if elections were held today,
we would do 65%?
Why? We went 65%.
We'll do 65%.
Why do you think so?
I mean, not even two of the promises by the current government have been able to. Life is much more miserable for Kenyans today than it was 1 year ago. And the 1 year ago I'm talking about was in the hands of Jubilee. What we have been able to see, this quarrel about the railway, everywhere, emerging scandals, and even, the people who control the arms of government. For example, like, we are not happy the way Jubilee is running parliament, turning parliament, the National Assembly into a rubber stamp, turning Senate into a psychophancy club, that kind of thing. Definitely Kenyans will not go that direction were elections to be held today, I can assure you.
All right. Just looking at the recent happenings in the political scene, for instance, if we focus on Marsabit County, there has been a concern, especially comment here from North Hor MP Chachu Ganya, saying that the national government is playing politics with the matters of security in the area, going further to say that the government has been ignoring the pleas there because nearly all MPs from Marsabit County are ODM.
It is true. Yesterday I had a meeting with the deputy governor of Marsabit, and if you really look into the issue that affect the people of Marsabit, it is perpetuated from within some force. Because basically it tries to tell the public that a certain section of the community has been ignored, when facts are that all communities, including the Borana, which is part of the quarreling community there, has been included in the county government. First of all, the county government of Marsabit voted overwhelmingly for CORD and ODM. So it's a fact. It's also a fact that some quarters within the national government wanted one Mr. Ali Mahmoud to be the governor, and had even called the current deputy governor and some few of the supporters of Ukuri Atani to tell them, to try and talk them out of the race, specifically because there is an interest with one specific individual. In fact, the problem of Marsabit does not deal with community. It is an interest of the national government for one specific person at the community, whom the community rejected.
Can you explain that? Absolutely. Can you explain what does that mean?
I think I'm very clear. That? I'm very clear.
Who wants him?
Who wants him?
Yes.
Yeah, there's somebody within the national government who wants a specific person to have been the governor of Marsabit, for example. And sorry, I hope I've done the right thing. Yeah? This situation is obvious. It's most known to the people, and we as CORD one time we tried addressing the matter, and we have softly told that person to leave Marsabit government alone for the people of Marsabit. Yes, we know we didn't get 100% support. Same way Jubilee never got 100% of Kenya. They just got 49 point, almost 50.0 something % of Kenya. That tells you clearly the other half of Kenya was not necessarily in support of the current government. But because of the law, we now accept that this is the government. So we expect the same government now to treat all Kenyans in a manner that they will feel they are part of this republic.
So let me understand this. You're saying the government is reluctant to act on insecurity in Marsabit County because it is a so-called ODM turf?
Yes. It's very clear. They will tell you they have had several meetings with the Deputy President, the securities agencies, the police. No one is trying to do anything. The idea is to try and make it look a failed government, then get an opportunity maybe to be able to rein in on some of the counties. And we are saying the Constitution of Kenya gives the responsibility of security to the national government. So really the government is just failing itself. Before the government of Marsabit, the county government of Marsabit fails, then the national government will have exposed its weaknesses in terms of handling the security matters. So we are appealing to them to take those security threats a bit more seriously. For example, yesterday we just got a report that a certain community